Hey y'all, it's Amy from Renewing Stitches. This is a YouTube channel about cross stitch. Renewing because my love for the older charts, the ones that I grew up with, the 80s and 90s, has been renewed, and I hope to renew y'all. I hope you enjoy seeing what I've been stitching on and seeing what I found in my stash, what I've reminded myself of in my stash. But I just thank y'all for being here. Welcome. Glad you're here. So glad you're here. It is Tuesday, February 6th, and it is a sunny 60-ish degree day here in Northeast Texas. It's going to be a good week. No rain until next weekend, and we'll dry out some. We had a good bit of rain Friday. Yes, Friday. No. I don't remember. One of those days. Good bit of rain. Fields were, so we're starting flag football today. We're doing the coach look today, but our flag football season is about to start, and we were going to have the coach look on Saturday, but with the rain that we got Friday night, and Saturday morning, the field was just wet and squishy, and so it wasn't good for, it's good with cleats, but for a coach look, your skills get kind of skewed because your feet are all over the place. So anyway, that's the weather report. It was wet this weekend, and it's beautiful now. It'll be beautiful this week, so glad you're here. What have I done since the last time I've seen you, other than watch the rain? And Saturday, something happened with my back, and it hurt like right under my, I'm going to point to it, you can't tell, but right under my shoulder blade. It just started hurting, and I couldn't get comfortable, couldn't sit or stand or lay down comfortably. I was wearing a back brace, had a heating pad just to kind of support, back brace to support my back, and I had a heating pad, took some ibuprofen, and that took the edge off. It wasn't the best, but didn't sleep good Saturday. Sunday was about the same, and I slept better Sunday night, and then yesterday was not bad. I still wore the brace, still took ibuprofen, but it wasn't bad. And today it's not bad. I still feel a little bit of a tweaky back there, but overall it's not terrible, not like it was. And I don't know what I did. I lifted a 50-pound bag of dog food Friday, but maybe it was at an odd angle. 50 pounds is heavy, yes, but we've cut wood, and we've done a lot of things with heavy things, and I can usually do it if I have a good grip. And I had a good grip of the dog food. Maybe it was just pulling it down off the shelf. Anyway, it might have just tweaked it back there, but it's still a little sore. I didn't get any stitching done Sunday. I don't believe I got any stitching done Sunday. My leg itches, sorry. But that was the major thing. We didn't have co-op yesterday. There was illness, and one of the families was traveling, so that was good because then I could rest. I would have gone to co-op with ibuprofen, but I don't know how much I could have done. But it was, I get the pleasure of being with the littles, and they are so sweet. They're 5 and 6 years old, and so we're outside a lot, but we also play games and stuff, and I miss seeing them, but next week it'll be fun. We're getting into spring, so we're going to make bird feeders. The next couple of weeks, we've learned about birds all year so far, and so this next week we'll be doing bird feeders, the ones that we were supposed to do yesterday, so they'll have a good time. What else? Piano, told you about flag football starting. We had eye appointments and dentist appointments. Well, I had eye appointment and dentist appointment. The boys had eye appointments. I guess that's it. school, and that's it. I'm looking outside because it's so pretty. The birds are out. I had a couple of cardinals earlier come by, and they were out front, and just love watching them. The cardinal on my my icon thing for renewing stitches, that cardinal, I took that picture at my parents' house. It was bathing in the bird path, and I took that picture. I feel like that sometimes, though he was having a fun time. I feel all, what is the word? Like now, I can't even think of the word. Wonky, maybe? But anyway, I can't wait until the spring really comes in and the hummingbirds start coming in. I want to get a video of my parents' hummingbirds. My mom puts out 6 or 7 or 8 feeders every year, depending on how many come in. She had 10 one year, but they just come in, and they had to be hundreds of them. Just, you can hear them little chirping, and you can hear them flying around and buzzing around with their wings. I can't wait to get a good video of that. I have a video, but the quality of it, you could hear more of what was happening inside the house than what the birds were doing. But just to see them buzzing around like that is so fun. So I hope to get a good video of that and share that with you later on this spring. What else? It's been wet and squishy. The garden's okay, ready to go. I've been flipping through seed catalogs. I don't need to buy seeds because I have plenty of seeds. It's like market's coming up, and I'm seeing all the patterns. I don't need to buy patterns, but I'm looking at patterns. Anyway, and I need to stop saying anyway. I'm going to work on that. Let's see here. So for today, I have a previous finish and no other finishes. This previous one was from 2020. Have 4 new starts, 3 whips that I worked on, and plants. And then if we have time, I'll show you what I went through and found in my stash. That is in the renewing stitches category of let's go look through the old stuff and have fun. All right, where did I put it? Oh, here it is. The previous finish is, it stays up here on my wall. It is from 2020. I don't know when this pattern came out, and I couldn't find a year, but it's from Dog Samplers. It's called Foursome Reel, and it's still available. I looked at 1, 2, 3 Stitch just before I got on here, and it's still available. I did this one. This was number 4. I want to do this one, and I want to do this part here, and I want to do this one, but later on, you know. I did this one. This is 246 stitches by 134 stitches. And I couldn't tell you, I'm sure that a lot of floss tubers have, I know I have really figured out that notes are important and keeping track of your stitches. Not stitches, it's not important for your stitch count, unless you like that sort of thing. I like hearing it, but I don't keep counting my stitches. I love to hear how many stitches that people put in. I think it's amazing. Like Hallie, stitching big things with Hallie. But I have just been keeping better track of what I'm stitching on, like the fabric and the flosses. And maybe what was around what I was thinking about when I was stitching it. Like if there's a story or something behind it, I've been trying to make notes of that. So this one doesn't have a story other than it's 2020, and we all know how 2020 went. So I don't know what floss. It's just a purple floss DMC, and the fabric is either cream or a tea dye that I had done. This is it. Oh, and it's upside down. There you go. Okay. This frame is 11 by 17. So if you stitch it on a 14 count, it'll fit fine in 11 by 17. And I did not, if you look at the pattern, it has initials in a year, I believe. Yeah, initials in a year. And I just took that out and I found a large alphabet chart in my stash of books. And I just put the V in because it's our initial for our last name. So, and I didn't write down when I started it or when I finished. I know I finished it in 2020, but I don't remember if I started it in 2020 or not. Could have been 19. But that's that. I really like it. Like I said, I do want to stitch the others, but that'll be later. So this hangs over there with my other samplers, and that is the previous finish for this time. Let's see, no regular finishes, new starts. Readjust here. New starts. I had 4. I think most of them I told you about too, that I was going to start last week. Okay, note to self, I have learned that I need to not plan new starts all the time because I really want to stitch my regular whips too. I haven't touched Heritage. I want to get back to Heritage Sampler, Plum Street. I haven't touched the Winter Sampler. I want to get back to that. I want to do the Rosewood Manor, not Rosewood Manor, Winter Rose Manor pin keep. I want to do that. I want to finish that, waiting on any other snow. Now I watch Ryan Hall Y'all for weather. He's on YouTube. It's Ryan Hall Y'all or Ryan Hall Y'all Extra. And I watch him. He puts out videos weekly or just about weekly unless there's heavy or severe weather coming up, and then he'll post more frequently. Like during hurricane season, he'll do regular updates every couple of days or so, or during tornado season, he'll update them. But that's who I watch for weather, and they do good work. I mean, if there were several tornadoes this last year and previous years that broke out, and he was online live the whole time telling people where things were and what to watch, when to hunker down and when you're safe, all of that. And then after the fact, he raised money to go right in because he had the spotters there. They went right in and started helping with food, with clothing, whatever they needed. And so there's previous videos of the help that they've done. But Ryan Hall, y'all, awesome. How did we get on the weather? I don't remember. But new start. So I guess we're just going to do a hard stop and continue on because I can't remember how I got to the weather. New start was the Quaker USA flag. This is the extension. I got a piece of my fabric in, the bigger piece of fabric, I got it in, and I started on it. Now, I started over here, point correctly. Started over here, working on this one. These are full coverage. These are blue and white, full coverage, and then there's red and white stripes around. And I may do like one. I'm going to finish this block first, and then I'll outline maybe these 3 or 4, these 3, and then start a red stripe, a red block and a white block, and then maybe for every red and white block, I'll do one more blue, just to kind of break it up. The pattern, it's something. I mean, it's full coverage. So this is on a 25 count Lugana vintage country mocha. Excuse me, I'm doing 1/1. I think this is right. Yeah, well, it doesn't matter because it's all the same. Because it's a Quaker. This one will be all the same. This is where I am. This chart will be 410 by 200. I'm sorry. Yeah, 410 by 210 stitches, I believe. Yeah, 410 by 210. And it's from Vivsters. Several are doing it. They started it for Australian Day. which is awesome. I was going to start it that day, but my fabric did not work out, so this will be a stitch along and not a start along for me. The next one I showed you last week was several that I had planned to start, some freebies, couple of freebies. This is Peter Stay Out from Lindy Stitches. Quick stitch, 42 by 39. And I'm doing it on a piece of green now. My stash is, I have a lot of fabric that I've dyed, fabric that I've gotten from Hobby Lobby that is just natural or oatmeal color or a navy color. I've also got some like vintage country mocha or some Be Stitch Me fabric. That's all in my stash, but a lot of the stuff that I have is stuff that I dyed, so I don't really have a good color idea for a color that would be like it if you're looking for something like it. I experiment with, I'll go buy Hardanger and just dip it or soak it in a RIT, or a washed out RIT, or tea or coffee or both. So a lot of what you see, or what you will see, is stuff that I've just, it's a one-off. Maybe I did a big dip and then given it to my friends, or stitched on it and given it as gifts. But so a lot of this will be just stuff from my stash, and I need to get through that before I can do more. So anyway, long way around. This is a green that I dyed. I use the other part. Oh, that's a good color right there. It may be a little brighter than that, but I use the other part for Stitchin' Mommy's butterflies. And I think it's in my finished box that has not been completely finished, but I did it 2 years ago. Last year I did the typography, and then 2 years ago I did the butterflies, and I did it on the other half of this fabric. But this is where I am with Peter, and I'm using the purple is called for and the yellow is called for, but the brown I found in the extra kit floss that I had, and there's plenty of it, so I just pulled it out. So that's that. He's a little bum. I need to do the tail, and I'm filling in the shirt. And the goal here is to do 3 of these. One for my mom and my sister before Easter, because look how little it is. Oh my goodness, it's so beetle. Little beetle. Oh, so cute. Do this before Easter and have it finished. That's the goal. I hope to have at least 2, and mine can wait if I don't get it done yet. But the next freebie, that's a freebie, I'll link it below. The next freebie is Kitty and Me, the little peacock, and it's black and white, but you'll see the blues are fabulous. I was watching Patchy Pony, and she does the peacocks. She's on the peacock sale, and so when I was looking through, and there's a peacock stitcher too, here on Flosstube, but I was looking through my freebie patterns, and I found the peacock, and I thought, oh dear, I want to do that. That way I can stitch it, and my thought was to stitch it while I was watching her, but I may just stitch it anyway because it's fun, and then I'll pick another peacock and stitch it while I'm watching her. But this is it. This is, now don't judge me, this is a true scrap. I did not trim the ends. I did not do anything fancy to the ends. It's ravelly, so you've been warned. But this is the blue. It's a blue quick dip that I did scrap. It's a 14 count, but it's kind of, and there's specialty fiber. That's ginger hair, sorry. It's 14 count, but when I washed it, it shrunk a little bit. So it's probably about a 16. And I'm using all the call for blues. But it really is pretty. It's going to be really pretty. I think it'll probably come down here. I'll have plenty of room. It won't go in an oval. I won't go in a regular circular hoop. I'll probably just frame it. I maybe put it on a bookshelf or something, but oh, so, so pretty. All the blues. All the blues. Okay, and then that's the number 3 new start. And then the last new start was from my WIPGO. The calls for this month are Twin Peak and Little House. Little House need to work. And so here's my WIPGO board real quick. So real quick, I randomly put the numbers in an order and I assigned a designer with each number. I don't have a set number of hours or stitches that I need to do. I just need to either start the piece with that designer or work on that piece that is already going, a WIP, with that designer. So that is my plan for the year. And so far so good. I mean, here it's February. It's February. So I did the Twin Peak. This is Little House Needleworks. That'll be a start in 2 weeks because my plan, well, we'll get to plans, but so Twin Peak, Stitcher's Soul Journey from Twin Peak Primitives. And I'm using all the called for except the white is like I'm using B5200. And it's on a piece of oatmeal, or not, I think it's oatmeal, Ada. 18 count. But this went fast. This was one sitting. And in real life, that white shows up really good. But I'm going to continue on and finish this side and then go down and do the numbers. Yeah, the numbers. And then get a good start on that block. Get that going and then start on that one of the ladies. So I can alternate. But really, this was fun. So fun. How is it already 20 minutes? Wow, that was fast. Okay. Those were my new starts. And then whips. So I worked on fish and chips. This was a long dog. This is my side copy. I don't know. It's my notes. And this is Fish and Chips by Long Dog Sampler. And I'm using a blend of 825, DMC 825, and 3755. And then the green is 164, DMC 164. And I'm just finished up here. So, here it is. Last time you saw it, I think I finished the whale and the spout. Am I finished with the spout? Now that I look at it, I think I'm missing them. No, I got all the leaves. Okay. It looked like I was missing a leaf here, but not. So I did these fish. These 3 fish. There is a back stitch on their eyes that I need to put in. But I think that's it. And then I'll go over and do this whale next. But this is a white, just a white, what is it? 18 count Ada. That's why I have my notes page right there. Keeping notes, better notes. These are butterflies. They look like snails to me, but they're butterflies. Anything that's going to be smaller than this, I'm going to do in the green. Smaller and kind of hanging out by itself, I'll do in the green. But so far, I really love the blend. Okay, and then my next whip that I worked on was, well, it's the next in the pile. It's not what I worked on next. Yeah, I was going to tell you about who I was watching, but I'll just tell you all in one little thing. So this is cross country stitching, and it's called a Stitcher's Prayer. Right there. I've changed some colors, but overall it's going really good. This is a 14 count Ada that I dyed. I dipped, excuse me. See if you can see the difference now. There we go. So from the last time, I filled this in, went over, and then I filled some of this in. I still got to fill that in. I want to get down. The words and the knitting will go pretty fast, I believe, but I just want to get around and get the outside to where I can just fill it in. So that one's going quick. Thank you, Pat. This is so handy. And then the last one, this is for hashtag do you want to stitch a songbird. Now, on Instagram, I have the hashtag set out there, and I recently posted to it with what my progress was this last time. But my Instagram is private, but if you request to follow me, I'll okay it. I just haven't got it open to the world just yet. So, but I am going to try to do better about posting pictures of what I'm working on. I hadn't posted since the last time I worked on this, so I did show the updated picture, but I hope to start doing regular. I just need to get into a routine, basically, but I'll try to post more this next time. But the right way? No, this way. This is the Songbird series number 1, Cottage Carded Sampling, Forever and Ever. And the last time you saw it, I had the bird's body and then a little bit of the stem and some of the bird filled in. And I finished filling in the body of the bird and went up. Next time I want to do the tail and these leaves and then continue up and do the flower over there. So that's the plan for this one. You know, I was commenting the last time in the video, not in the video, but in the comments, I was saying I really am glad to just be stitching this because I don't, and I'm not near done yet. I feel like I have a while to actually decide which one to stitch next because I don't know. So many to choose from. This is a 20 count even weave that was unnamed. I may have got it, or it might be a Hobby Lobby. I don't remember, but it's probably is a Hobby Lobby. That's where it is. So fun. I love this pattern. Love this stitch. And so many of y'all are stitching with me. It's fun to see the comments and what y'all are working on. So fun. So those are my starts and whips. While I was stitching on these, I was watching Tami's Crafting Life, but Tami's Crafting Life. Now she's Woodland Stitching Studios, maybe. I'll link it below, but I was watching her whip parade. It's in 3 parts, and up and down, I was looking up and down. It was fun to see all her projects. I was also watching Laura, is that right? From Loves Rubber Stamps and Rubber Stamping. Did I write that down? Loves Rubber Stamps and Needlecraft. She just finished a memorial piece for her grandparents, and it's cardinals, and oh, so pretty. I have her whip parade in my my queue because I'm not near through all the whip parades, but that is just a beautiful piece. The 2 cardinals for her grandparents, and then I watched Laura and Beth, Laura Stitching by the Shore, and Beth, Steadfast Stitcher, and Renae, Appalachian, I think it's Renae, yeah, Renae, Appalachian Stitcher. She's done with retreat now, but she was headed to retreat. Beth was at a retreat. A lot of people were at retreats this week, so that's fun to see what they did. I watched, let's see, I was behind Sandy. I watched Stitching with Sandy, and Amy Loves Toads. Yeah, I just several. I've watched several, but I've enjoyed those. But if you haven't seen Tami Woodland Stitching Studio, I believe. I'll link it below. If you haven't seen her or loves rubber stamps and needlecraft and the Appalachian Stitcher, you just go see them. So fun. Oh, and there's so many. I mean, there's so many. I should list them all, but I won't. I thought about, I asked my husband if he could run credits at the end of my videos of all the floss tubes that I've watched. But I know y'all watch a lot of the same ones, so I'm just glad. Let's see here. What else? Oh, plans. Okay, so plans for this next week. Oh, good, 30 minutes. Plans for this next week. I plan to work my whips. Last week I planned starts, and I wanted to get those done, and I felt like I needed to get it done because I thought, well, I said I was going to do it, so I'm going to do it. But that's a lot, and my other whips were calling to me, and Heritage and the Winter Sampler has called. Heritage, I want to get back to that. I'm just ready to start that eagle. So my plan this week is to have no new starts. Now, will that happen? I don't know, but the plan is no starts this week. And then the following week, I'll do the WIPGO start that I need to do, the Battle Hymn of the Republic, and then I wanted to start the Beach Quaker from Georgia Girl, because my goal was to start this after that one's done, and that one's done, the Rosewood Manor coffee. So I'm going to start this next. She has a companion piece that's just out. It's not, well, it's not just out. She was showing us on her video 2 weeks ago the new one, and it has a lighthouse. So I will, I want to start that one. And then looking over here, because I went through some of my charts, and I'll just show you a couple of them. You can, this is the Renewing Stitches portion of the program. The renewing love of older charts that, you know, I think, especially in the 80s and 90s, the photographs on the magazines and the charts aren't, and even today, we can go see it live and in person and want to buy the chart, and the chart doesn't look as good as it does in real life. It just, I mean, the picture on the chart. So I really want to stitch some of these to see what it's like in real life. So I'll just show you a couple, or maybe 4, a couple 5, or more. I don't know. Okay, it's called Spring Nestlings. Carolyn Shores Wright from Country Cross Stitch. Hummingbirds, the bluebirds. Look at these. Look at those. Yes. And then flowers. Oh, look at the flowers. Beauty's flowers. I really want to do this. I have an oval hoop. I don't think it's that round, a wide. It's more elongated oval. So that might not work there, but oh, I'm trying not to show you all these, but I really want to show you all these. Cricket collection. That one is Christmassy. I don't know why I'm thinking Christmas. It's February. Sheep. Also Cricket collection. Woolly sheep. Why? Why not? The sheep tree. Also, look at this. Birds. Look at that. And the squirrel. Oh my. And the butterfly. And I think of Amy Loves Toads. Look at that tortoise. And then, oh, something fell out. See, frogs for Amy. But also, look at this. Oh, and the rabbit and the fox. Pam and Steph. See, when I think of things, I think of floss tubers when I think of some of these. That's not what I would stitch, but I think of them because I know they would love it. And isn't that fun that we can all love different stitches and enjoy watching each other enjoy their stitches? So I think that's So that's just part of it. Yes. The pretty flowers and geese. I'm on a geese. I'm hunting for geese. I just want to do some geese. I was thinking of, is it this one? No, it is. Where is it? It's another goose one. Where are you, goosey? Well, I'll come to it anyway. Geese. And then this is Love Makes Things Grow. Any of these here I want to do. The picture with the flowers down there. Can you see that? This one for sure. Look at that. Oh, and that. I mean, pink. Oh. Pretty hummingbirds. This is Paula Fitzpatrick. And then, look at that peacock. See, I may do that one for whenever, have that just rolling whenever I'm watching Patchy Pony. I was thinking about just having projects that I have that other floss tubers are stitching and just stitching on it whenever their videos come up. I thought about that. But that would be that peacock, that flower vase. This right here, except in this colorway. All they did was change the gold, so it's a gold DMC. They changed it to a dark burgundy, and it changes the whole thing. Oh, and the flowers. See, that's this one that's on the dark fabric. Isn't that beautiful? But then on the lighter fabric, it's just as lovely. I would be scared to do it on a blanket, but I think that's pretty. Okay, wrapping it up. Let's see what I want to show real quick. Look at these hearts. From Pat Rogers' Counted Collection, Change of Heart. You just change the heart. It's in a frame, and home is where the heart is, and you change the heart out seasonally. Excuse me. These roses. I have to have a drink. Thank you. And then maybe ducks for my sister. And then look at these bluebirds. Any of these birds, actually. But look at this row of bluebirds. You know, I don't ever need to buy any more patterns. But it's not gonna stop me. Hummingbirds. This is Four Seasons Leisure Arts and Van Wagner Young. I really want to do the Four Seasons, the oval. I don't think I have 4 of the same. And on a hoop, I don't know about changing it out every season. So I'm not sure, but I really want to do those. These are samplers for the seasons, and then those are nice too. But I really am drawn to the hoops or the ovals here. And maybe I could just do it in a frame finish and change it out per the frame. More hearts. Never Lose Heart from Leisure Arts. And again with the geese and the Christmas stuff. This is not Christmas or geese, it's just country at heart. Look at those. I want to do that. They're wearing their little hat. Look at this Christmas. So cute. Here it is. Yes, this one. I thought about doing, okay, last thing on the geese. Doing these, there are 5 ladies in my stitching group. It's myself and 4 others, and I don't know if y'all want to do a round robin with geese friends, but I could stitch them and then maybe they could put their names next to it, or I'm not sure yet, but I thought that would be fun. Do the 4 and then maybe do another one of this one and then flip it to where it'll be over here. I'm not sure, but or maybe add this one to that one. I don't know. So cute. I want to do some geese. So that was the quick, fast, and in a hurry renewing section of the program. All right. Do I need any more to stitch? No. So many things. But all right. Well, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for staying this long. 40 minutes. Wow, that went fast. Thank you for staying this long. If you would just comment on what you're stitching, I'd love to hear and respond and just see what you're stitching, what you're working on, whether you're listening or watching or anything. Just thank you for coming by. I appreciate each and every one of you, returning or brand new. It's just so fun. I really have enjoyed this. It's motivated me. Y'all motivate me to keep stitching like good, a good stitch, not just, and to be okay with just 1 or 2 stitches also. I just know that I've enjoyed doing this, and I've enjoyed talking stitching with all of you. So you can talk stitching with me in the comments. I'll reply, and it'll probably be, it won't be right away, but that night. I usually check it at night and reply back. So I have put out the 3rd in the series of the older magazine flip throughs. I did that I recorded it Thursday or Friday. I can't remember. I recorded it earlier and I finally got it loaded on Saturday. So you can watch that. I have several like in the hopper ready to come out. The problem is that I see all these things and I want to stitch some more. So I'm going to spend this week working on WIPs. So then the following week I can do some more new starts. So I think that's all. All of these, I know these charts that I just showed you are in the secondary. Maybe check Cobweb Corner if you're interested in any of them. I know the long dog is on 1, 2, 3 stitch. The beach Quaker that I showed that I haven't started yet, that I will start next time, is on Etsy or Gumroad. I think she has a Gumroad. Georgia Girl. And I think that's all. If you have any questions, just drop it down below. So y'all have a good week, and I will see y'all later and in the comments. Bye.